This video contains a truth that has changed the lives of many people. If you are having health problems and have ever felt stuck, please subscribe to the channel and leave a comment in the comment section so we can share useful knowledge together. Have you ever woken up in the morning with a stomach that just feels off? Maybe it's bloating, maybe it's that unpredictable bathroom routine, or maybe it's just that constant, nagging fatigue that seems to come out of nowhere. You eat healthy, or at least you try to, but something doesn't feel right. Your gut just isn't working the way it used to. And if you're over 60, let me tell you this, you're not imagining it. The truth is, your gut health plays a massive role in your energy, mood, immune system, and even how clearly you think. And one sneaky culprit behind so many of those age-related digestive issues? It's something called leaky gut. Now, don't worry, I'm not here to throw around scary medical terms. Think of your gut like a garden hose. When it's intact, it keeps everything flowing properly. But when there are tiny cracks or holes, what we call leaks, stuff starts seeping out. That doesn't belong. And your body? It starts reacting. That reaction can show up as joint pain, food sensitivities, skin issues, brain fog, low energy, and of course digestive trouble. But here's the good news, leaky gut isn't a life sentence. You can heal it. No matter your age, your body still has an incredible ability to repair and renew when given the right tools. In this video, we're going to talk about exactly that. Practical, doable, and science-backed steps you can start today to support your gut, reduce inflammation, and feel so much better. So grab a cup of tea, get cozy, and let's walk through this together. And while you're here, I want you to drop a comment below. Tell me what you're dealing with: constipation, bloating, gas, fatigue, anything. I read them. I respond. You're not alone, and your story matters. Alright, let's get into it. Let's start with the first simple but powerful shift: eliminating common gut irritants. Now, I know you've heard a lot about cutting out gluten or dairy or sugar, and maybe you've tried that here and there. But what I want you to understand is that as we age, our gut lining naturally gets a little thinner. It's like the walls of your house after years of wear and tear. They're not as sturdy as they once were. So things that you used to tolerate in your 40s and 50s, like white bread, processed cheese, or that nightly glass of wine, might now be causing low-grade inflammation in your digestive tract without you even realizing it. It doesn't always show up as pain. Sometimes it's just this sluggish, tired, heavy feeling. Start by noticing how you feel after eating, not just during the meal, but an hour or two later. Do you feel gassy? Do your joints hurt more the next morning? That's your body talking. Try removing just one thing. Maybe it's the bread or the evening cocktail for 2 weeks. Give your gut a chance to breathe. You don't have to go on a strict elimination diet. That's not sustainable, especially when food brings us comfort and joy. But this is about making small, respectful changes that give your gut a break. Which brings me to our second point: eat to feed your gut lining, not just your appetite. Your gut lining is like a beautiful old quilt. It's been stitched together over the years, and it protects you. But it needs constant mending. And the food you eat is the thread. What heals that quilt? Things like bone broth, cooked vegetables, wild-caught salmon, chia seeds, and fermented foods like sauerkraut or kefir. These foods are packed with nutrients that soothe the gut lining and feed the good bacteria that keep everything running smoothly. And let's talk fiber. Not the cardboard-flavored kind you're thinking of. I mean the natural kind: cooked sweet potatoes, zucchini, oats, and even a spoonful of flaxseed in your smoothie. These help clean out the gut like a gentle broom, sweeping away toxins and giving your system a fresh start each day. Don't be afraid to eat more cooked foods rather than raw, especially if you've got a sensitive belly. Cooked foods are easier to digest and less irritating. A warm vegetable soup, a slow-cooked stew, those are healing meals. Now, I can't stress this next point enough. Chew your food like your life depends on it, because it kind of does. Look, I get it. You've got things to do. Maybe you eat while watching TV or scrolling your phone. Maybe your teeth aren't what they used to be, so chewing feels like a chore. But digestion starts in your mouth. If food isn't chewed properly, your stomach and intestines have to work overtime, and that causes irritation. So here's a simple trick. Put your fork down between bites. That's it. Let the food rest in your mouth. Feel the texture. Taste it. Aim for 20 to 30 chews per bite. It sounds tedious, but once you make it a habit, you'll realize two things. You get full faster, and you feel less bloated afterward. Chewing is the first act of self-care at the table. It signals your body to relax and digest. If you've been racing through meals your whole life, this change alone can work miracles. And finally, let's talk about something most people skip: hydration, but done the right way. I'm not just talking about drinking water. I'm talking about when and how you drink it. You see, a lot of people drink big glasses of water right before or during meals. That actually dilutes your stomach acid, which your gut needs to break down food. Instead, drink water between meals, ideally 30 minutes before or after eating. And try adding a pinch of sea salt or a splash of lemon to a glass in the morning. That helps with mineral absorption and supports your body's natural detox. If you're someone who deals with constipation, drinking warm water first thing in the morning can gently wake up your system. It's an old trick, but it still works. So just to recap, because I know we covered a lot, start by gently removing gut irritants. Focus on foods that nourish your gut lining. Chew your food slowly and mindfully. And be intentional with how you hydrate. Your gut is more than just a food to bits, a living, breathing ecosystem that affects how you feel every day. And the beauty of all this? You're not too old to change. In fact, now is exactly the right time to give your gut what it needs. Let's keep going, because we're just getting started. Now, if you've been nodding along thinking, yes, I do feel tired all the time, or that bloating after every meal, it's not normal, right? Then trust me, you're not alone. Healing leaky gut isn't about chasing some trendy health fad. It's about finally giving your body what it's been quietly begging for, a chance to heal from the inside out. So let's keep this going. You've already taken the first steps by tuning in. Now, let's build on that momentum. Let's talk about something you might not even realize is impacting your gut every single day. Chronic stress. Yes, that's right, stress isn't just in your head. It lives in your body, and your gut feels every single bit of it. In fact, scientists call the gut the second brain because of how connected it is to your emotions. Think about the last time you were really anxious or overwhelmed. Did your stomach tighten? Did you lose your appetite or maybe feel nauseous? That's not your imagination. That's your gut reacting to your brain's distress signals. Now imagine that kind of tension happening every day, even in small doses. Over time, it wears down the lining of your gut. It makes it more porous, more sensitive. That's when the so-called leaks start happening, microscopic gaps that let toxins and undigested food particles escape into your bloodstream. Your immune system goes into high alert, triggering inflammation, fatigue, food sensitivities, and even mood issues. The cycle is brutal, but you can stop it. Here's what I tell my patients who are 60, 70, even 80 and beyond. You deserve peace. Not just emotional peace, but physical peace within your body. And that starts with creating moments of calm throughout your day. It doesn't need to be yoga or meditation if that's not your thing. Maybe it's 10 quiet minutes with a warm cup of tea. Maybe it's sitting outside with the morning sun on your face, breathing deeply. Maybe it's prayer. What matters is consistency. Start small. Commit to a daily pause. Your gut will notice. Now, speaking of calm, let's talk about your gut's favorite bedtime routine. This might surprise you. Quality sleep is one of the most overlooked gut healing tools we have. We're not just talking about how many hours you spend in bed, we're talking about restorative sleep. The kind where you wake up and actually feel like you rested, not like you ran a marathon in your dreams. You see, when you sleep, your body shifts into repair mode. Your gut lining gets a chance to rebuild, to patch up those microscopic tears. Your digestive organs reset. Your brain detoxes. And yet, most seniors struggle with getting truly restful sleep, whether it's because of medications, pain, or just the natural shifts that come with aging. Sleep gets more elusive with time. But here's the thing, you can get it back. You can train your body to rest again. Keep your room cool and dark. Avoid screens and bright lights for at least an hour before bed. And here's a little secret from my decades of practice: magnesium. A warm magnesium-rich foot soak or a magnesium glycinate supplement after checking with your doctor, of course, can calm your nervous system like nothing else. So far, we've calmed the storm from the inside. Now, let's talk about repairing the gut lining itself, because that's really the heart of healing leaky gut. Imagine your gut like a garden hose. When it's strong, nothing leaks out. But over time, cracks form. The key is to patch them up, and the best tools for that job are nutrients that literally act like construction workers, rebuilding the barrier. Top of the list, L-glutamine. It's an amino acid your gut cells absolutely love. It helps them grow, regenerate, and seal up those tiny leaks. You'll find it in things like cabbage, spinach, and bone broth, but it can also be taken as a gentle supplement. It's like giving your gut lining a warm hug. Next, bring in zinc, which supports immune function and helps those gut cells regenerate even faster. And don't forget collagen, the same one people talk about for skin and joints. It's incredibly soothing for the digestive tract and helps rebuild the gut wall from the ground up. And let me be clear, you don't need to buy expensive powders or trendy drinks to do this. Start with whole, healing foods. A warm bowl of chicken bone broth, homemade or store-bought, sipped slowly in the evening, can do wonders. Add some spinach to your lunch, maybe a sprinkle of pumpkin seeds for that zinc. These little choices add up. Before we move forward, I want to pause and say this: don't try to be perfect. Healing doesn't happen in a straight line. You'll have days where the bloat comes back or your energy dips. That's okay. What matters is direction, not perfection. The fact that you're here, listening, learning, trying, that tells me everything I need to know about you. You're not giving up. You're stepping into your power. And speaking of power, we've talked about reducing the damage, calming the system, and rebuilding the walls. But there's something else quietly influencing your gut every single day. And depending on how you treat it, it can be your best friend or your worst enemy. That quiet influencer I mentioned, it's your gut bacteria, the trillions of tiny organisms living inside you right now. I like to call them your internal neighbors. Some of them are helpful, always looking out for you. Others, not so much. And if the wrong ones take over, your gut lining suffers. They release toxins, stir up inflammation, and poke holes in your intestinal wall. That's right, leaky gut can start with a microbial imbalance. Now, here's the exciting part. You can reshape that neighborhood. You're the landlord, and you get to decide who stays and who goes. So, how do we invite in the good guys? It all starts with what you feed them. Your good bacteria love fiber, especially from foods like asparagus, garlic, onions, and leafy greens. These are called prebiotic foods because they feed your probiotics, the good bacteria. Think of it like fertilizer for your internal garden. Add in a daily dose of fermented foods like sauerkraut, kefir, plain yogurt, or kimchi, and you've got a winning combo. These are full of the beneficial bacteria themselves. They move in, clean up the mess, and start building that healthy gut wall right alongside you. Now, I know fermented foods can be an acquired taste. If you're not used to them, start slow, just a spoonful a day. And if you're taking probiotics in supplement form, look for one with multiple strains, especially ones that include lactobacillus and bifidobacterium. These are your gut's top-tier security team. But what if you've taken a lot of antibiotics over the years? Or if you've had years of processed foods, sugar, and inflammation? That's okay. Your gut hasn't forgotten how to heal, it just needs the right conditions. This is where consistency comes into play. Even if you've been off track for years, your body is incredibly resilient. Give it what it needs, and it will respond. Speaking of giving your body what it needs, there's one more pillar we haven't touched on yet, and it might be the most personal of all: your relationship with food. You see, healing leaky gut isn't just about the what, it's also about the how. How you eat, when you eat, and most importantly, how you feel when you eat. Let me explain. Digestion actually starts before food even touches your mouth. The sight, smell, and anticipation of food signal your brain to prepare your digestive system. Your stomach produces acid, your pancreas gets ready to release enzymes, and your intestines begin to move. But if you're eating while distracted, rushed, or anxious, your body doesn't get the memo. It stays in fight or flight mode, and digestion suffers. That's why mindful eating is such a powerful tool for gut healing. Sit down when you eat. Take a breath before your first bite. Chew slowly, really slowly. Taste your food. Feel gratitude for it. These aren't just spiritual practices, they're biological triggers. That put your body into rest and digest mode, where healing happens. And here's something else I want you to know. You don't have to eat perfectly to eat mindfully. Maybe you're enjoying a slice of bread or a little dessert. That's okay. It's not about guilt or punishment. It's about presence and awareness. When you treat your meals as moments of care, your body responds with better digestion, less bloating, and yes, even a happier gut lining. Now, I want to gently bring in a point that a lot of people overlook, especially those of us over 60. And that's hydration. Most seniors don't drink enough water. The thirst mechanism gets duller with age, and medications can dehydrate you without you even realizing it. But your gut lining needs water to stay healthy and resilient. Think of it like a sponge without moisture. It dries out and cracks. With enough water, it becomes flexible and strong. So here's a simple trick I recommend to my patients. Start your day with a tall glass of warm water. Not cold warm. Add a squeeze of lemon if you like. It gently wakes up the digestive tract and helps flush out toxins. Then, keep sipping throughout the day. Herbal teas count. Broths count. Just be sure you're not relying solely on coffee or sugary drinks, which can have the opposite effect. At this point, you might be wondering, is it really possible to heal something that's been going wrong for so long? Maybe you've dealt with digestive issues for years, decades, even. You've been told it's just part of getting older. But I'm here to tell you, as someone who's spent over 30 years in medicine, that's not true. Aging doesn't mean surrendering to discomfort. It doesn't mean accepting fatigue, inflammation, or brain fog as your new normal. Your body wants to heal. Your gut wants to thrive. And every small step you take is a signal that you believe in your health, your strength, and your future. By calming stress, sleeping deeply, nourishing your microbiome, eating with intention, and staying hydrated, you're not just healing your gut. You're reclaiming your energy, your mood, your clarity, and your confidence. Now, if anything I've said has struck a chord with you, if it reminds you of your own health struggles, or something your spouse, sibling, or friend is going through, I want to hear from you. Share your story in the comments. Tell us what symptoms you've been dealing with or what changes you've started making. This community is here to support you, and I'm here to walk alongside you every step of the way. And if you found this video helpful, give it a like. It tells the platform to share it with more people who need it. And don't forget to subscribe, because we've got more powerful, science-backed, heart-led health advice coming your way. You are not broken. You are healing, and your best days are not behind you, they're ahead. Here's to living well, with strength, clarity, and joy no matter your age.